This week's NXT delivered another fun episode. Let's talk about it. This week's show kicked off with the beef that's been ongoing between Lola Vice and Kalani Jordan. These two went at it in a pretty decent match, a couple of slight sloppy moments, but you would expect that on NXT. The crowd were into it, and it saw Kalani Jordan pick up the win. She tapped out Lola Vice, playing up to the injured hand. Overall, I think their feud has been pretty solid, and it's been enjoyable stuff on NXT. We then cut to that vicious NXT parking lot where Joe Hendry and Ricky Saints had a mini brawl. This led into a great back and forth segment where we had a fiery babyface in Joe Hendry with the cocky, arrogant heel Ricky Saints, and it's announced that these two are going to face for the NXT title at Vengeance Day. This show also featured the in-ring return of Tony D'Angelo as he went one-on-one with Cutler James. Continuing on his beef with Dark State, he took him out pretty easily. After the match, Dion Lennox from Dark State tried to take him out, but Tony was just too much for him. I mean, Dark State, they are pretty bland, but this feud hasn't been bad, to be honest with you. This all led into a fatal four-way number one contenders match for the tag team titles. It featured the Culling, the Vanity Project, Hank and Tank, and OTM. This match gave us that classic tag team chaos. It was a really fun one, to be honest with you. All four of these tag teams are pretty good, and it saw the Vanity Project get the victory thanks to the assist from Jackson Dre. Seems to be the Vanity Project are getting a bit of a push at the moment as they've aligned themselves with Ethan Page, and it seems like there's big things planned for them on the NXT brand. They're going to face off against Dark State next week for the tag titles, and what I think should be a pretty decent match. This show also featured some great stuff as well for the NXT Women's Championship, as we heard from JC Jane, who was disgruntled and unhappy seemingly that Zol Ruka is the one that's getting all the opportunities, such as being on Cena's last show, while she's been carrying the brand, being a double champion as part of TNA as well. And to be honest, everything she was saying made a lot of sense. She should be getting a hell of a lot more respect. It continued on with the teasers as well, with that breaking up with Saraya, and she came out, ended up saving Sol Ruka, so they're not going to break these two up yet, but you just know it's going to hit when they do eventually break those two up. The Speed Championship finals also took place on the show as Eli Knight took on Ilio LaFleur. This was a pretty decent match where they got all their stuff in, and it saw these two go to a draw time limit, meaning that next week is going to be a triple threat match involving Jasper Troy for the Speed Championship. And in the main event, we saw the NXT North American Championship on the line between Ethan Page and Shiloh Hill. If you've been watching my reviews for a little bit, you know I'm high on both of these guys. Some very solid in-ring work from both guys here, with Ethan Page getting the win. We had some involvement with the Vanity Project, keeping those storylines going, as well as Miles Bourne coming out after a match to stamp out on Ethan Page's ankle. But before he did that, he did get Ethan Page to agree to an NXT North American title match, which I believe may be next week. As usual, this was another fun episode from NXT. What did you guys think? What was your favourite match of the night? Let me know in the comments down below.